So we are with part 11 from the car modeling. As you can see, this beautiful model is now subdivided and we see like every single face in a smooth form. The car is just getting its shapes. Now let me get the camera bigger. In this tutorial I will show you guys how to subdivide the car model that we just created and how to add the crease, the supportive edge loops to make it look that beautiful. Now please leave a like, subscribe and comment if you have any questions, and follow through the whole tutorial to reach to this result. Let's start. Okay, so first off, let me just see where I have the reference photos. Like that, I'm gonna just hide them. I don't need them anymore. Let's start with the hood, let's say. So first things needed to do, and that's gonna be like the same thing is gonna happen for every single panel from the outside of the car. Let's go with 20 like that. Of course, I'm gonna adjust these points here because they're going in the wrong way. Now let's get out of the local view. I'm just gonna hide these objects for the moment. I'm not gonna play with them. Every single object that's not required to be solidified, it's gonna be hide. Also here, let's see the diffuser, it's fine. That's already solidified. Yes, that's fine. Let's also hide this and this here. Everything else should have a solidify. Let's also hide the windows and the plastic parts from the windows, because that's gonna be another kind of solidify, not like for this one. Let's see, everything else should be solidified. Also this light here. And now what I'm gonna do, let's also hide the camera. So now that's the object with the solidify modifier. So I can select just everything like that, and the active one is gonna be the hood, and Control L, copy modifiers. Okay, so everything has the same modifier. Oh wait, I forgot something. Maybe this one, it's gonna also be here. I'm gonna check only rim, so only the edge of the model it's solidified, is not having a plane also on the other side, because we don't need it. We are not needing that. So now we can do it properly like that. And let's just apply the modifier first off for the hood, and we need to do some adjustments, like for every single part of the panels which are in the middle, we are getting an edge here, and we don't need it because that's where the planes should meet in the mirror, like that. Now let's just select these points here, G, Z. Okay, so they are staying now where they should be. This one maybe is gonna go like that. And I see I have some points around here which are getting strange, like this one. It should be around here. GX like that, GZ like that. Okay, that's just looking much better. Everything else looks fine. Okay, so now we can turn on subdividing, the subdividing modifier, and let's add the needed edge loops. I'm gonna disable auto merge because I don't need that. That's just gonna mess the things here. An edge loop here. Let's also shade the things smooth so we can see them much better. Like that. I'm gonna have an edge loop around this area. One here like that. One edge loop around here, and one edge loop around here. Let's take a look. This seems fine here. Maybe I will need to play a little bit with the things. GY. Okay, so that's solved also in this area. Let's take a look. I will need a crease around here. Maybe I will do it from this part of the plane like that. And here I need the things to go smooth. So I'm just gonna let's go to edges, maybe without the last one around here, and let's see, space. Maybe I selected too much without these edges around here, like that. Now I need to select all the edges around here and relax them. I forgot this one. Okay, like that. Then let's see how the things are looking now. So that's perfect, just like that. Okay, so that was the first panel. Let's just save. Going out of local view. What's that? Ah, I forgot to hide this small part, but the problem is solved. Okay, let's see with this panel here what we got. That's pretty good. I see no artifacts. So the same move, I'm gonna apply. Let's get rid of the faces here in the middle, like that. Shade smooth. Okay, now let's add the edge loops, like that. Here I know I have a crease for the headlight area. I'm gonna put an edge loop around here because I also have a crease there. One here. Here I'm having this kind of a thing, but with these edges here, I will space them even because I want the things to go smooth on this area. And here I have this edge like in the real model. There's anything else? No. Maybe only this edge going on while like that, so it's fitting here. Okay, that looks cool. Okay, next part. That's just good. We don't need to delete any edges from the middle because these panels are not meeting in the middle. Let's just enable smooth, and also here I'm gonna make it renderable. Otherwise we are not gonna see it subdivided when we render. Okay, so let's just add some edge loops, or maybe one here. Let's don't forget to add this one here. Let's take a look. That's so good. Here maybe I will need an edge loop, or what I can do, let's just see how I'm selecting these verts. If I slide the vert around here, like in this area, that's just looking much better. So problem solved those also there. That's cool. Okay, let's do the door. I'm gonna go to local view so I can see better what's happening inside. Okay, so I say I'm not having too many artifacts. I can solve this area here by just checking even thickness, like that. Then I'm gonna apply. Let's also see how it looks subdivided, and let the magic start. One edge loop around here, one around here, something like that. Now I know there's a crease around here, and I'm gonna add one here, so like that. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I'm just gonna go to local view now. So we have some things to solve here, like let's go to edit mode, and the first one, it's happening around here. Why I cannot select this edge? Okay, so let's apply at first. Okay, it solidifies good here, but here I will need to play a little bit with the shapes, so that's gonna go around here. And for this panel, it looks too thick in my opinion, so maybe if I leave it to something like that, that's just good. I'm just gonna select everything from here like that. That's a good thickness for the panel. Here I'm gonna leave it in this way. It's just good. I see I'm having here some points which are going out, so I will slide them a little bit like this. Maybe I will move the whole point here on y-axis, just like that. Anything else going out in a wrong way? No. Here, maybe I will slide also this point here. Okay, so the other parts are working as intended, or yes, I was close to forget this point here. Okay, let's subdivide, shade smooth, and now we are gonna play with the shapes. One here, like that. Then I'm gonna add an edge loop around here, one at this area, one goes here, just like that. Then let's see, here I will need to space the points. Let's just see, like that. These are all the edges that we need to select. Okay, space, let's see, that looks better. Okay, so I'm gonna add one edge loop around here. Then I have one at this area. Here I will adjust a little bit the point so it goes more on x-axis, like that. Let's just slide also this here, GZ, like that. Let's just select these points here. I'm gonna slide them like that. Here we have a small crease, which I will try to solve. So all the points from here, I'm gonna slide them like that. That's a little bit better. And of course, let's not forget to add an edge loop around there. If there's any place where I need to add something, let's get out of local view so I can see exactly how I need to fit it with this. So I'll have one edge loop around here, and also here I'll add one edge loop like that. Let me see, something goes out from here, so I need to adjust a little bit the points here. GX, okay, GY, like this. So that's better, it's fitting the shape. That looks so cool. Okay, let's see with this panel. Now here I'll apply. Let's see what's going on here. And maybe I'm gonna leave the part here, or I see they merge. On the photo I saw this crease around the panel, but maybe it's the same panel. So I'm just gonna select that here, then delete the faces like that. Let's just select the edge going on y-axis like that. That's perfect. Shade smooth. Okay, so let's play a little bit with it like that. This panel was easy. It doesn't need a lot of edge loops. It just looks like that. Okay, let's do also this. Apply. Let's get rid of the faces in the middle here, like that. Then going for the edge selection and GY. Okay, everything gets merged correctly. Shade smooth, like this. Okay, let's see what's happening in here. I will just take this. I see I have some flaws around this area. Oh, and here, that's a mess, a total mess, like that. Okay, so it's solved in this area. Maybe, let's see, also here just a smaller part like that. Anything else? Any other problem? No. So I'm just gonna delete these faces here. They are merged. Let's go out of local view so we can see it all together. One here, one goes here. It looks so cool. I like it so much when I subdivide. Okay, let's apply. Let me see if I have any artifacts in the solidified. And also first, so I cannot forget about this small face. Shade smooth. Let's see how the mesh looks. As on the last part here, we are having some small artifacts because that's a small area. So like that, things are looking good in this area. Okay, so it goes well. Now we can start to add the edge loops. Maybe I will also go out from the local view. So I see here I will need to slide the points closer to that area like that. Okay, so that's fine. One edge loop around here. So because the flow it's already fine, we have all the edge loops where they need to be. Oh, I see I solidified also this. Maybe I'm not gonna solidify 20 millimeters. Let's go with 10 millimeters. It's fine. Maybe going out a little bit more on y-axis, just a little bit lower. I'm gonna lower also this part around here. This point is too close here. Okay, like that. And I see also this point here, it's showing a little bit, and I don't like that. That's much better. This panel is gonna be left like that. I don't need to subdivide it. It's just too much. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, I have this and this here, the last parts which are needing to be adjusted. First off, let's delete these faces around here. I'm gonna check if the things are going well in the middle here, like that. Also I have this part here. I forgot about that. Let's just subdivide, shade smooth, like that. Then I'm gonna put the edge loop from here. Okay, so one goes here and one here. Here I'm having a crease, and also let me select this like that. One edge loop around here, a wrong part, like that. So one goes into this area. Let's also add one edge loop around here. I don't like exactly this part because from the photos I saw that's just a smooth area. So I'm gonna select all the edges from here and then space. So like that looks much more smooth. Maybe I'm gonna relax a little bit, but that's too many iterations. Let me see. Okay, that's fine. So like that, maybe I'm gonna move these edges around here like that. That's fine. That's much better. Then I'll need one edge loop around here and one edge loop around here. Let me see how the things are looking into this area. I'm just gonna go to local view so I can see exactly what edges I'm selecting, like that, and I make these edges even like that. Okay, so that looks perfect. And we need to remember not to leave these creases around here. I'm gonna make the spaces even for these edges here. Okay, like that. Perfect. Any other edge loops that I need to add? I guess not. Okay, let's apply the solidify. Let's subdivide. Maybe I'm gonna go with one. I'm just taking a look. Yes, so it looks fine. Maybe here. Let me see. These points here. I'm gonna get them a little bit down like that. That looks good. And here I will do this kind of a thing, so it's just better there. It's not rounded. Okay, so last part being this. Do I really need to solidify? You know what, I'm just gonna solidify it. Okay, let's just go to local view like this. Maybe I'm gonna go also with two subdivisions. First off, let's check for the artifacts. Not too many. Maybe this edge is gonna be moved. And how it looks subdivided. Okay, so it's not getting out from the hood. Let's just say shade smooth. One edge loop around this area and maybe one around here like that. That's just good. 1 second. Okay, so I have one edge loop also there. Okay, let's save. 41 minutes. So now these are the subdivided parts. Let's see how many faces I have. 94,000 faces. That's fine. Alt H, so I unhide everything, but I still don't need the reference images and the camera. Here I see I need to move a little bit the shape like that. It was just getting out and I don't like it. Let me see what I'm gonna do here. I wasn't sure what's gonna happen there, but I got an idea. I'm just gonna do it like that, in this way, or I'm gonna try something. Min crease. Okay, so I play with the crease to something like that. So that solved the problem. Maybe I can do the same here. So I will do it like that. That just looks better. Shade with auto smooth like that. Now let's subdivide also this slip. Shade smooth. Okay. One edge loop around here. One edge loop around here like that. And one in the top area around here. I already have one into this area. And I'm gonna put one here and one here. No, I like much more the smooth look from this part like that. That's pretty much the look of the lip. Let's see how it looks with 2 iterations from the subdivide. Nah, with 1 is just not enough. Okay, let's see with the grid here. Maybe I'm gonna go with only 1. Shade smooth. Let's go into local view like that, and let me see, 1 here. So here I have to add a lot of edge loops for every single part. Like, also, let's not forget this. I'm just gonna stop the video and add all the necessary edge loops. Okay, so I have it. I have edge loops around this area for every single part. Edge loops here. It's all simple. We just need supportive edge loops around there. So that's how it looks when we subdivide. Also, let's take a look with the whole area. That's fine. Now let's see. We need to solidify this part. Let's go into local view with them. So what's gonna happen with them? They are gonna have a solidify modifier, and because these are the windows and these are the plastic, that's the plastic part, and also with the arm, that's gonna have a solidify modifier, and we are gonna also have the faces on the other area. So we need to see this also is not with only rim checked, because we need to have some thickness around the panel. Maybe for this one I'm gonna do like the same with the panels, because when we are gonna do the interior, we are gonna have some cover around that area. But for the moment I'm gonna leave it solid. We are gonna see later. So a thickness of for the windows, a thickness of 5 millimeters. I guess that's just fine. And so I'm gonna select all the parts from here. That's gonna be the active one. Control L, copy modifiers. Okay, so the modifiers are copied. For this, maybe I'm gonna go with 10. It's just gonna be bigger, like that. 10, okay. And this here, let's see, maybe a thickness of 20, the same as with the panels. So 20 millimeters, like that. So that's like 2 centimeters. I see here I'm getting something like that. Okay, let's apply. First off, of course I have a face in the middle here, which I'm not needing. GY, okay. And that's gonna happen also here, like this. Okay, problem solved. Let's also select these edges here, so we can make sure that everything is merged there in the middle by the mirror modifier. Okay, let's get out of local view so we can see exactly what's happening here. I don't really like how the panel looks here. Let's just smooth all first this. So we are gonna see exactly what we need to do. First, I'm gonna add an edge loop around here. Maybe here I don't really need to add an edge loop, but here I will do that. So the panel goes like this, and let me just go to local view. Here maybe I want it to be smooth. G twice. Okay, so I slide the edge so it goes like that. That's just perfect. That's much better. And I will need one more edge loop around this area, exactly here, like that. Let's also subdivide this, maybe 1, like that. So I see it's fitting perfect around this area. It's just so smooth and so cool. I'm gonna take a look at one photo, but just escape like that. So I see this panel, it's under this plastic part, and then under it's also the window. Let's just take a look at what we are having. So I'm gonna take this edge around here. Before I just apply the solidify modifier, I'm gonna select this GY like that, so it goes around here first. Then I will select all of these polygons, GY around this area, GY. Okay, so I'll go to somewhere around here. Okay, something like that. Here the panel is under. Okay, that's perfect. Maybe here I'm just gonna move the points a little bit more on y-axis around this area. So let's just apply the solidify modifier here. Let's shade it smooth by subdividing. Let's just add edge loops where we need them. Problem solved with this part. Then I'll apply the solidify modifier also for this. Let's shade it smooth and subdivide. Also 1. I guess it's fine. We can adjust it later if we want more geometry around that area. For the moment, I guess that the panel it's fine with only one level of subdivision. It looks just good. We don't need a lot of geometry here like for the panels here. Yes, for this panel, it's just looking awful with less geometry. It's not having that tight look. Okay, so let's apply the solidify modifier also for this. Then shade the smooth. One edge loop around here. One here, like that. Here I will have some problems because we can see a crease. So I'm not gonna add an edge loop. Let me also see through. So I'm gonna select this points around here, crease like that. Also let's enable see through, and I can just add 2 edge loops around this area. Let's take a look. That's just perfect. Maybe what I will do, because I don't like how this panel it's here, I'm gonna select this here, then GY like that, going a little bit on Z-axis. That's a little bit better. Okay, let's subdivide also this boy. Shade smooth. Okay, it looks pretty good. What I will do, I'm just gonna select every single point from here. Then I will go, let me see, on y-axis just a little bit so it's touching the surface there, like that. Then this is just a simple plane. I will also subdivide this just one level. I guess I'm not gonna solidify, or let's just solidify 5 millimeters. There's just a little bit more detail, but I'm gonna set it with only the rim. Let's apply shade smooth. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I will do this kind of a thing. Then I'm gonna select every single polygon from here, then inset. So I created an edge loop like that. So this looks fine. Let's also subdivide this. One level of subdivision. Maybe that's fine. One edge loop around here, one here, and one here, like that. I'm gonna add also one around here, and that looks pretty good. Maybe I will add some edge loops around here. Let's do the same also for these parts. So that's fine. Okay, let me select this. I'm gonna subdivide. One level, it's fine, not 0. Okay, shade smooth. So that's perfect. Okay, let's see here. I will also have to adjust this part here, but that's gonna be for later. Let's play with this bad boy. Okay, one edge loop around here. Then let's see. Let's just get some space. I will move this vert around here, like that. Then I will select, let's just select everything from until here and just slide like that. Okay, so that's good, like that. Then I will get space in between these. They are too close, like that. Okay, so that's much better. I will subdivide a little bit on this plane here, and maybe I will select the points here, GY like that, GZ. Okay, so everything fits. One level for this, also one edge loop around this area. I don't even need to subdivide that part. Let's see how the spoiler looks subdivided. Shade smooth. Maybe I'm gonna go to local view so I can see better what I'm doing. And one around here, like that. For this, I guess I'm gonna leave them like that, or maybe I'm just gonna put a small crease around this area, like this. Okay, this looks perfect. I'll need to add the plane around here for the lights. Oh, that's a lot of things to subdivide. So let's just see. First off, I'm gonna start with this. Okay, so something like that. Maybe that's too close. I'll just get it to a point like this one. That's going here, and that's going here. And that's going like that. Let me take another look. So here the things are smooth. Here I can see a crease, which I don't want. So I'm gonna select everything from here like that. Maybe also this space. Okay, that looks much better. And I need to do the same here. Okay, cool. Shade smooth, one level. Okay. And also here I'm gonna do the same. And also shade smooth. Edge loops over edge loops like this, and the last edge loop for this object like that. Okay, so we are having a small detail there that we can see. Let me also subdivide this to iterations. Looks fine. I see it looks pretty good already. I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm gonna leave it smooth on this area like that. Maybe on the outer edge, if I will add an edge loop like that. That looks good. Maybe I'm gonna select every single polygon from here, inset, then extrude. Let me select shrink flatten. Maybe that's gonna help me. Okay, something like that. So we got some holes there. I'm just gonna put some screws there, but later for the moment I'm just gonna subdivide. And of course here the things are not matching. They are not playing by our rules. So what I'm gonna do, GX like this. Okay, everything else looks fine. Looks so cool, subdivided. 1 hour and 13 minutes. Maybe that's gonna be the last thing that I'm gonna do on the tutorial. Every single thing is gonna be subdivided afterwards. It's just the same thing going on and on. Okay, so in total I have 170,000 faces. Pretty good, not too much. If we reach to, let's say, a maximum of 300,000 faces, that's gonna be just fine. After all, it's a high detailed model. So after 1 hour and 15 minutes, that's what I've got. I will subdivide later the other planes because it's just repetitive action. So we have this.